broadcast has been reporting for weeks now about a Senate bill that serves to accelerate the flow of Indian H-1B visas into the United States, directly competing with U.S. workers with lower wages. We're now learning that the chief sponsor of that legislation in the Senate, Senator Mike Lee, is refusing to hold a public hearing on the bill. Senator Dick Durbin, who has a competing bill, says Lee won't take up a broader debate on an alternate proposal put forward by Democrats, or on his own Senate Bill 386, known as the Fairness for High-Skilled Immigrants Act, which already passed in the House as H.R. 1044. Now, talking with reporters, Durbin calls Lee's refusal for open hearings and debate unusual. Let me say what I mean here, and I don't mean unusual. I mean it's scurrilous. It is absolutely beneath contempt, and he should be ashamed. As we have detailed here before, Senator Lee has taken in thousands of dollars in this election cycle from some of the top sponsors of H-1B visas and outsourcers, including big tech firms, Google, Microsoft, Facebook, and Amazon. It is more than interesting that a report released earlier this year finds that the Salt Lake City metro area is second only to Silicon Valley in the percentage of commercial leases signed by technology companies last year. Lee has tried and failed 4 times to force his bill through the Senate by the device known as unanimous consent, which does not require votes of the supporting senators, of course, or even the opposing senators, should there be 1 or 2. It is deeply concerning that Senator Lee seems to have the support of another Republican, Senator John Cornyn. He says Durbin's, quote, delay tactics won't work. A delay tactic in calling for hearings and public debate that certainly Senator Lee's bill requires before it should be allowed to pass in any form. And any senator, in my opinion, should definitely give the public a chance to air their thoughts about this very important, critical legislation that sets up direct competition with U.S. workers. And I would hope that the president would go so far as to ask Senator Lee and Senator Durbin to back off their bills, and for Senator McConnell to take charge of the Senate and set this up for debate, if we are to have a debate about a bill that will directly set up more intense competition with U.S. workers. It is unfair, it is unreasonable, and it is a fraud on the American worker.